Remember when Ron gave us 20 days to build this place?
20, I thought, yeah, we were negotiating. I think we were somewhere between 20 and 30 days.
$600,000, that was 20 years ago.
20 years ago, and we built this in 60 days.
So Riverside always housed a childcare program. It's a tradition in the city of Palm Beach Gardens. There are many kids who came through what we called play school. It was just a couple hours a day. And actually a lot of the teachers that we have today and some of the rec staff were here at that time. We recognized the need to have a licensed childcare, not only for our residents, but for our employees. So our city manager said one day, hey, let's just do this. How do we make a licensed childcare so we can help our employees get to work, in turn help our citizens, but also have a place for residents that's a safe place to put their children.
I was thinking at least being able to provide good daycare facility for the children of our employees. And through the Leisure Services Department and the great management and leadership at Riverside, they were able to see a bigger picture even more so than I. They brought the educational element and the sophistication to that program over there that far outranged my vision.
So literally on that conversation, we put together a PowerPoint. We sat down with each council member actually here in the building, and we talked to them about the need of the community and the need of the employees. And through that, they approved the funding. And literally within about 60 days, we took this facility from just a normal community center that had play school programs to a licensed daycare where the children of our community and our staff could find a safe place for their kids to be.
I think these are the actual original plans from the building.
I think so.
I can't believe they're rebuilding the playground again. Remember that used to be parking over there? We took that parking and created this playground.
Parking for the building across.
What are you doing?
We're reminiscent about the old building and what it used to be as a community center and how we converted it to a...
Going back 20 years or plus.
Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe what you guys accomplished in such a short amount of time. And even now, what we've done with the changes and the renovations, I mean, when you guys, expanded this area, it helped us serve more kids in the VPK program. And again, you did that so fast.
Our kids were the first ones through the doors.
Yeah, that was
I
so
remember.
awesome.
Well, our kids were also the test dummies. We use our kids to test the playgrounds here before we opened the building, make sure everything was working correctly.
I'm not sure. Todd may have been the first at the playground.
Yes.
The things I remember at Riverside, I think the major memory would be field day. They used to do this, I don't know if they do it anymore, but they do this day where we would go outside, and sometimes they had a bounce house, but they always had snow cones, and we would have like those little tattoos that you just like put a washcloth on. And the entire day was just, we would play outside, you'd come in, have snacks, and then you'd go back out. And it was one of those ones where you did it before break, and it was so much fun. And I remember going on break and like crying. I didn't cry any other day going home, but I did cry that day going home because it was like, dang, field day is gonna end. But yeah, that is a major memory I think I have.
There was this one time a long while back where right in this room they put a bounce house in. And I don't know if they've ever done it again, but I wasn't told that there was going to be a bounce house, and all of a sudden one afternoon there's a bounce house there and we were bouncing. So that's, I think, my best memory here. Another weird memory I have is the first time using a stencil. I did not know how to use it. I glued it and I stuck it to a piece of paper.
We would read and we'd go over like the alphabet and all that kind of stuff. So I definitely think going into kindergarten, you do go in at a different level because you're not going in straight from home. You're going in with already the manners, and you're going in with already like the cleanup after yourself and all that. So I definitely think it was a lot easier for me to migrate into like normal school instead of just like dropping straight in.
The difference in early childhood education even from 2004 to 2024 is worlds of difference. In 2004, it was more of a play school. It was learn your alphabet, know your letters. It's become a whole different thing. Early childhood education has been proven that it has set a standard for these children's academic journey. We teach them social skills, we teach them emotional skills while learning the academics that they need to be successful. It's become far more, I'll use the word complicated, than it was before.
Honestly, I can't tell you many names of teachers. I think the one that stands out is Miss Mandy. She spent the most time with me, and that's why I remember her the most.
Oh my goodness! Emma! Good morning! Welcome! Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to be back and see you again.
I can't believe you're here. Look how grown up you are. What have you been doing?
You know, just college and hanging out.
College. Life is good in college.
Yes.
All right, well, what are you studying?
Social science education.
What? That's amazing. When do you graduate?
I graduate next year.
Already? How can that be?
I know, it's crazy.
Emma, would you like to see my classroom? I would love to catch up.
I would love to.
Oh, come on, let's go. Not much has changed. Coming down the hallways, you know it looks the same. We have cubbies and things, but we've been expanding our playgrounds. It's been really exciting. Some of our classrooms have changed themes and gotten a little bit bigger, and it's so exciting to watch. So this is where you had your class. Do you remember? I know it looks a little different.
It does.
So Emma, how exciting to see you first of all for today. And I'm understanding that you're going to be a teacher.
Yes.
Can you tell me what inspired you to become a teacher?
Well, you know, just all of my teachers throughout the years, especially like you and my elementary school teachers, just really showed me that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, that is so exciting. So one of my favorite things to ask is, what is your favorite memory?
I mean, my favorite memories, I think, from here especially was just meeting a bunch of new friends and getting to learn all of these nice things here and meet all of the people that I still get to come see now and just feel like I was in a little family, kind of.
That's exactly my favorite thing about our school. The staff that have been here and the families that have come through, it does really feel like a family. That's very cool. I'm so glad that you got that vibe as well.
What would you say that your favorite part of teaching is?
You know, my favorite part of teaching is, you know what, you have a bad day. Some days things don't go right exactly the way you like them to be planned. You plan your lessons, you've got everything prepared, and you know what? You just go ahead and see those smiles on the faces. And you know, one of the favorite things I really do love is called an aha moment. You'll get it one day. You'll see. When the children are struggling, there might be a chance for them to not understand something, and they try again, but at one point the light bulb just goes on and their face just lights up and they're like, I did it. And that is what makes it all worth it for me every day, just to watch those moments. Because you know what? That's the very beginning of our early education, is to start that foundation for them, to get them to love learning and get excited about new things. So that's the best part for me. So what are you looking forward to for in teaching?
I'm honestly just excited to meet some new people and make a difference in children's lives, just like you have in mine.
Thank you very much for that, because you know what, students like you that come on back to come see me is one of my sweetest opportunities, because again, we get to see you and look officially different, and amazing how you can grow and change.
I love the success stories. We pride ourselves on being a warm, loving, nurturing atmosphere for children to come and learn and feel safe. With us having a lot of city employees, children, we really are a family. You know, we all work together for one common goal, and that's the children.
I'm accused of raising the next generation of employees, and I don't mind that at all. Annie is a great example of that. Little old Annie from Riverside has grown up, gone to college, and is now an employee of the city. Knew her father well, and I'm just as proud as I can be to have Annie join our team and bring with her that heritage that she has from Riverside on up through college and back to us once again. We're really pleased to have her.
So I am a planner with the Planning and Zoning Department, and what we do a lot is dealing with the city code and the land development regulations and reviewing projects that come in for developments. So if a new building wants to go in, we go start to finish, go through the code, make sure that everything is applicable with the inquiries coming in to a finished application going to City Council for approval. One of my best memories here at Riverside was the field trips. One in particular was going to Arbor Day at Lake Catherine to plant a tree. And it was really lovely to be able to have that experience here. And now I do work with Mark Hendrickson closely, actually, in the same department in planning and zoning. And it's really an honor to be able to have that memory and that experience and going up to now. It's really awesome to see people who have been there for so long that I do remember from when I was younger, and seeing that, you know, the city does foster longevity with their employees. So it's lovely to see people that I've known for my whole life. Looking back, I can say that I truly appreciate the foundation of learning that Riverside provided for me. I can see now that having a quality childhood education that's given by the city is something that's not common, and I truly don't take it for granted.
We are owned and operated by the municipality, and it's very rare. It is not common. I know that there are many cities that call, I've had 2 or 3 anyway, call and ask, we've heard about your program, how does it work? And I give them how to start it, how to get it going, and as you know, because it's a wonderful, wonderful benefit for city employees. At Riverside, we do it more of a play therapy. You can learn through music, you can learn through dance, you can learn through stories. We also teach Spanish at Riverside in every class. Teaching a child another language teaches them about the world. It also helps to promote inclusion and diversity. How can you come in this building every day and not smile? There's always something to smile about. There's always something to be happy for. So happy anniversary, Riverside. Here's to 20 more remarkable years educating children.
I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of the employees at Riverside for 20 years of running a highly respected educational institution. Thank you.